Whaley. He's going to build this house in 1857. Thomas is first and foremost a businessman. That meant if you offered him the right price, he was willing to work with you, rearranging the house constantly. Every room's going to serve about 1 million different purposes. As long as you paid your rent on time, Thomas was not a very picky landlord. So this building would house the county courthouse for several years, or a toy store, or a ballroom, or an apartment, or whatever. So enjoy it. Upstairs you'll also find San Diego's first ever theater that operated in 1868. So cool, a lot of cool history. The Whaleys, they're still going to live here, despite all that. They'll just live around the businesses. They live here from the 1850s until the 1950s. Then San Diego opens up the museum. It sees so much history throughout the years, it makes a lot of sense that they would want to open it up. The thing is, there's also a whole other side of this house. Whaley, again being a businessman, was looking for an investment. When he moved to California and ends up in San Diego, he buys the cheapest land he could find, a piece of land that really nobody else was willing to bid on. The reason no one else wanted this? He was buying San Diego's execution grounds. Yeah, Thomas bought the spot where they would hang their criminals. Not only did he buy it, he made a joke out of the whole thing. When you find his living room, notice how it's a big space divided in two by an archway. That archway, it's there to show you where the gallows would have stood before the house was here. Thomas thought it would be funny when he hosted dinner parties, so he kind of leaned into the history. Lo and behold, his house has been reportedly haunted since they moved in. Footsteps, slamming doors, odd experiences. So they thought they were haunted by the ghost of Yankee Jim Robinson, a man who would be executed in 1852. His hanging was actually botched because he was about 6.5 feet tall. They mismeasured. Yeah, Whaley was in the crowd. He saw it. He still bought the land and made a joke out of it. So, great, kind of makes sense. Then over the years, tragedy will ensue. 4 Whaleys plus a tenant will all die in the home. Right off the bat, they lose Tommy Jr., 1857, scarlet fever. They were here less than 6 months, right? He dies in January of 58. Mr. Whaley will then rent out the second floor to the Tanner troupe of actors. Opening night, December 2nd, smash hit. On December 22nd, Tanner drops dead, tuberculosis. Yeah, a few years after that, violent